What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Eden Streaks. This is episode 99, boys. 99. And you might be saying, Jay, your win streak's at 6. When you left us last, it was at 4. Yeah. So, I recorded 2 episodes, and they both got corrupt for zero reason at all. I don't think my drive was full. I mean, that was the only thing that could have been it, but there was still like 60 gigs open on the hard drive. I'm really bummed about it. I'm trying to, like, you know, put on a facade where I'm not so bummed about it, but I'm very bummed about it. I'm going to try to not let it overtake this episode. There's a lot that we need to talk about, and there's a lot that I talked about, you know, on the first version of this episode, so to say. And I'm going to try to rehash it all, and I'm really bummed. They were both wins. As you can see, we have a win streak of 6. I'll try to recap a little bit of what happened on the first 2 episodes. The 2 episodes that were corrupted. I'll try to recap them a little bit. Honestly, I don't remember exactly what happened on them. The first one is a blur, and there's a reason for that. Because I kind of talked about Afterbirth Plus, which I'm going to be doing on this episode right here. I kind of talked about Afterbirth Plus the whole entire episode, and... Oh, for real right now? Is this real? Bruh, no. First of all, I just wasted a bomb, because I just wanted to kill him and have him not float over the rocks. This is so bad. And now it has more chance of, like, knocking him back onto the rocks. This is so bad. Well, this kills all the momentum of what I was about to talk about, but hopefully that doesn't push him back on, and it does push him back on. Okay, maybe I should have just bombed my way out of this room instead of trying to fight it. Okay, yeah, maybe we can lure him over here and hopefully have him clear that area before that thing comes. Okay, so the first one was a blur because, like I said, I was talking about Afterbirth Plus, and I am going to be talking about Afterbirth Plus in this episode as well. That was kind of the things that I said I was going to rehash. I think it's super important to tell you guys, you know, what was in the post. A lot of people probably saw it. If you didn't, and you want to check it out for yourself or read along, you know, with this episode, it's simply bindingofisaac.com. But first and foremost, we got a release date, okay? I'm trying to try to get back in the groove of this. I did just do this, but I need to get out daily episodes. So I can't really take a break because I'm bummed that those files got corrupt. I mean, I kind of want to actually kill somebody, but it's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's what I wanted. These episodes are going to be better anyway. So anyway, first and foremost, release date, January 3rd, 2017. We got an official release date for freaking Afterbirth Plus. It's a damn miracle, boys. It's a damn miracle. I'm just going to 2 of clubs right now. I'm actually going to go back into this room that was quite a nightmare in Hagalaz. But yeah, January 3rd, 2017. So that is like 20 days away. This was announced yesterday from when you're seeing this video. Are they gonna wrap that? Oh, they are. That's interesting. Okay, well, probably just do this first. Okay, we get Tammy's head, which I'm gonna pick up. I'll probably actually take Tammy's head, and I'm gonna leave that there. And we get Abel. So that it was both worth it. Not only did they clear up the gold chest items a little bit, but they're both takeable. I'm okay with both of these items. Tammy's head isn't going to be completely useful right now, but as you guys know, if we get Brimstone, it's over. So, January 3rd, they listed all the new things. I mean, not all the new things. They're very vague about it. It's not like they list the items or anything. I'm sure most of you understand this, but they don't spell it out for you. They don't tell you every item that they put in the expansion. The whole basis of Isaac is like exploration and figuring things out for yourselves, and that's like where most of the enjoyment, for me anyway, this game, you know, where it lies, is the exploration and finding things out. You will not catch me on the wiki all that often, as you probably know, because there are some items in this game to this day that I don't know what they do exactly. Like, I get the idea of them, I just don't know the logistics of it, because I'd rather just play the game. If an item falls into my hands, I give it a go, and if I like it, I like it. I'd rather do that than to read exactly what everything does and how it affects each other's thing. That's kind of why I shy away from missing HUD too as well, because that just spells everything out for you. Anyway, I digress. So what they say in the update on bindingofisaac.com is 67 new items and 27 new trinkets. That is the first bullet point. Also 10 new pickup items. That is the first bullet point on the website of the update log, and very exciting stuff. That's a lot of trinkets, first of all. That was the first thing I thought of when I read that. I was like, that seems like a lot of trinkets. They might have found like a niche mechanic with trinkets that they kind of expanded on. That's how they got to 27 trinkets, I'm assuming, or they're just all unique trinkets. That could be it as well. The shop is a little interesting, and I don't want to give away my soul heart because we need to deal with the devil on the next floor. Hopefully this recording doesn't corrupt. I did delete, no, I didn't delete, but I turned off the item tracker. Whether that was the case or not, I don't know, but I was doing test recordings with the item tracker off, and the test recordings were working, so I am going to cut my losses a little bit on the item tracker for now. I honestly don't think that was the reason. I don't know what the reason was, but either way, let's continue on. So, 67 new items, 27 new trinkets, 10 new pickup items, a final chapter, and a final new boss. And in parentheses, it says, yes, I said chapter. So there's a whole new chapter. So whatever that's going to be, I mean, you could speculate, but I always thought it was like you're going to kill dad. Like basically how you kill mom, you kill Satan, Mega Satan, Lamb, all those things. I think the new fight would be dad. I have no inside information. But I think something came out during the Afterbirth Plus ARG that your dad is the one that narrates the story or something. I don't know. I could be convoluting all this. I think it's a convoluted story to begin with, so I don't know how I could be convoluting it any more than it already is, but I could be. That's just my speculation. I'm not going to speculate too much about these the bulletins on the update or anything, but we could talk about each little thing. So yeah, that's my guess. It's going to be a dad fight, but I mean, that's a little bit predictable. So final chapter, final new boss, a new playable character, which I have no idea. I don't think there's any information that was leaked about that, or like any hints even, you know, at the conferences like PAX or wherever they showed the game. I don't think anything came out about the new playable character, but the next thing is a new greedier greed mode. So maybe an inkling to how you unlock the character is, you know, the donation machine in greed mode has been upped or something. I'm assuming the donation machine in greed mode got upped because it says greedier. I don't know. Maybe they updated, you know, some of the mechanics of greed mode or whatever, but that's exciting. I like greed mode. I don't play it here on YouTube, but I do play it on Twitch because I'm doing a new save file over on Twitch. Granted, that being said, when the new greed mode comes out, I'm sure you'll see some of it here on YouTube as well. All this stuff is going to be on YouTube, but this gives me a chance to kind of segue into January 3rd, twitch.tv/wolvesatmydoor. There will be a 24-hour stream. I will be streaming Afterbirth Plus, probably not the whole entire time, but the majority of the 24-hour stream, I think, is going to be Afterbirth Plus. Take that how you want it when I say majority, but most of it, I would say, you know, I don't know. It's all up in the air because when a 24-hour happens, it kind of, things get lost in the shuffle and things, you know, sometimes get added, and maybe we'll play it the whole entire time if things are going a certain way. I don't know, you know, you never know. Got to kind of roll with the punches. But that, I wanted to make sure I told you guys that. 24-hour stream, mostly Afterbirth Plus when that comes out, and it comes out January 3rd. So I will be starting the 24-hour stream whenever that game releases. January 2nd, midnight Eastern. I'll be streaming January 2nd, midnight Eastern, which is technically January 3rd, but you get what I'm saying. It's going to be whenever the game freaking comes out, and that's when we're start to stream. I don't really want another health container yet, and the game is over. We have one. We have one. This is fine, though. This is going to be a super OP run that we like don't have to pay attention to, which, like I said, is it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The next bullet point is a shit ton of new achievements, 62 to be exact. So I guess that basically sets it right there that there's going to be something further than 1,001%, which I think a lot of people speculated and assumed there would be. But that's kind of puts a marker on it being like, you know, yeah, there will be more achievements. There will be more to unlock on the achievement front, meaning that, you know, 1001% might be old news and there might be a new master achievement for the game. So, well, with 67 new items, I'm assuming you're going to have to touch all of those. And the new trinkets and stuff, new final chapter, you're going to have to beat it with every character and all that. I'm assuming it's going to be added to the post-it note. I can only assume right now. Let's go fight the Fallen. We're not going to get a deal with the devil here. We might. I am slow as shit. Yeah, he's going to catch me? Okay, he didn't. All right, yeah, we didn't get a deal with the devil, but we got a deal with the devil item in Demon Baby, which is good. We will be going to the item rooms. I don't think this is a complete win right now. Well, I mean, I don't want to build false drama. It might be a win, but you never know. I mean, we're slow. Like, I'm going to be real with you. We're freaking slow. And we seem to getting, like, these bigger rooms, which we're not, like, able to one-shot. And I know it's like, boo, like, woe is me, dude. We can't one-shot a room, but, you know, we're not getting the rooms to deal with them easily enough with Tammy's head and Brimstone. Therefore, our speed is coming into play a little bit, and things like that is never good. Okay, I'm not going to take that. I don't like when enemies attract to you. I think that's pretty renowned. I don't think people love that. I'm going to buy the soul heart just to be safe. Get back that soul heart that we lost because we're bad. And yeah, we'll just get out of here. We checked the shop, we checked the item room, and we already beat the boss. So this is going to be a super fast run so far. We're already 10 minutes in, and headed down to the next floor. So with that being said, let's check out the next post-it. Why do I keep saying post-it? Because I'm thinking about Isaac. The next bullet point, which is after the greedier greed mode, was this shit ton of new achievements. 5 achievement challenges, which I'm not exactly sure what that means. My speculation is that it's like the same achievements as like hold blank or hold the sun card or use sun card while holding blank card or something. Like one of those challenges where it's like a weird situation that you normally wouldn't find yourself in. That's me speculating about that. Hundreds of new rooms, tons of ultra rare rooms, which is awesome. New victory lap feature. Now this is a really cool one because back in Rebirth days, when it was just Rebirth and it wasn't Afterbirth, you used to be able to re-roll the chest. If you had an item like Undefined, you could re-roll the chest basically as much as you wanted. And keep getting 4 extra items every time you do so, and get most of the items in the game, and they would, you know, stack and pile up, and you'd be super OP by like the 3rd time around, usually by the 2nd time around. But this is a different feature. If I am reading this correctly, it basically means that you get a victory lap, like after you're done with the first killing of Blue Baby, you go down to the caves 1 and restart with all the items you have. So basically you can, you know, create more synergies, add more items onto your build, and get very OP. I don't know if this means that the caves 1 will be harder. That's something that they didn't say or anything. Me personally, I think it's just for fun. I think it's completely optional. I don't think it would get harder and harder as you go. But I could be wrong. Maybe it is like almost like a new game plus. I don't think it is, but you know, you gotta cover your bases a little bit. So yeah, it's a victory lap, meaning like you can have some fun. You could take the build that you had. For instance, that soy milk build that we had, I would have loved to bring that back down to the caves 1 and do that all over again. It's definitely not for every build, and it's definitely not for everybody, but optional features are great, man, because they're freaking optional. And it's like, if you don't like it and you don't want to do it, you don't do it. That's simple as that. I don't know if that would ruin my brimstone or do what with it. I mean, we'll take the freaking dunce cap because why not? Let's make it interesting. I mean, our brim is already crazy enough. Let's make it crazier. Let me get a tinted rock up here. Thank you for Shiny Rock for letting me know. I like Shiny Rock because it does tell you where trapdoors are, which is pretty cool, which I don't think I've used Shiny Rock to tell me yet, but it is a feature that happens. And you might be saying, Jay, you're an idiot. Why'd you take Dunce Cap? Well, I think we're fine with just Tammy's head, 1. And 2, I never take Dunce Cap, so why not kind of thing. It's fun. It's fun. It's not like Are You a Wizard where, you know, it kills your tear rate. Our tear rate is still fine. Everything is fine. It just shoots out of the sides of her head, which is, I mean, slightly interesting than shooting out of the front of your face. Okay, next thing on the list is the bestiary, which is basically, other games have had this. This isn't a groundbreaking feature, but it's a collection of the enemies. It's like a log. It takes a log of all the enemies that you run into, all the enemies you see, how many times you kill each of those enemies. It's a cool extra feature. Again, another, you know, well, it's not really optional. It's an extra feature. It's something on top of whatever is already in the game. Going back to the options menu where you kind of see all the items that you've picked up. A lot of people use that to figure out what items they needed for, you know, 1001% or whatever. But basically in those menus, I'm assuming it's just going to have a collection of the enemies that you seen, killed, and all that stuff. All that fun stuff. All a little extra information that's pretty cool. I'm always interested to see how they're going to do the art of it. I love the art aesthetic of this game, and I like even like the main menus and stuff. I like that they're different from the game. They're kind of like pen and paper type drawings, simplified Isaac art, and yeah, so I'm excited to see that. Okay, what else? Let's check here. This seems like a good room to check. The next one is 5 new challenges, which is different than the challenge achievements. I'm assuming what they mean by this is just straight up like, you know, Waka Waka, Family Man, the Purist, Conan Streak, all those challenges. You guys know the challenges. I'm assuming you just get 5 more of those, which I'm sure there's going to be a ton more challenges because the biggest, if I haven't mentioned this, which I don't think I have mentioned this, I mentioned it in the first one, but yeah, the biggest addition to Afterbirth Plus is the modding tools. Basically, they are open sourcing it to the community and allowing them to add items, edit characters, edit and add anything you basically want in the game. And there's going to be a workshop page, I'm assuming, for it. And you're going to be able to download and upload stuff to that. And yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. Like, that's the main selling point of Afterbirth Plus. I think that's what they got into creating Afterbirth Plus for. I know I didn't get my item room. I'm sorry. It's just gotten to that point this run. I mean, Brimstone Tammy's head, it's like you can't really be stopped. I was going to say, we just got to line them up right. The best thing to do with it, though, is to kind of shoot it as you run type thing, just so you can cover more ground. But yeah, so 5 new challenges, like I said. I think with Afterbirth Plus and all the modding tools that it's handing over to the community, I'm sure there's going to be, you know, so many community-made challenges, like a ton. So 2 new transformations, which is cool. Me, you know, speculation-wise, I'm hoping for maybe a baby transformation. I mean, it would only make sense with all the baby items, with memories, you know, Binky, PJs, and there's a couple more. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. And then, the other transformation, I don't know. Maybe they'll, you know, step out of the box, but they could always do a Cricket transformation, because you have Cricket's body and Cricket's head. So, like, 2 of the best items in the game, in my opinion. Which would be cool, man. Like, you get a bit of a Cricket-looking body or something. I don't know. Other than that, I don't really know how to speculate the transformations or anything, but that would be my best guess. I don't know even if it's a good guess, but it's my best guess. Those 2 would be a baby transformation and a Cricket transformation. Small monthly content updates. I've actually talked about this in a past Isaac episode. Basically, the thing I was talking about with the mod support, they are going to open it up to the community. The community is going to put it on the workshop. Edmund or Tyrone or somebody at Nicholas is going to choose an item every single month to actually put into the game, which is really sick. I mean, it gives mod creators and developers a chance to actually have what they create in the game, and it gives the game everlasting life, basically. So every month something else is going to get added. You don't know what. It could be, I mean, I'm sure it could be as obscure as maybe even music, if it's like original score or something. I don't even know if that's possible, but they kind of sold it as everything is possible. Who knows if that is? I just tried to think of the most obscure thing I could have thought of, but I'm sure a lot of the stuff that is going to be added is going to be items, trinkets, challenges, maybe new ending. I don't know. Like, that's like pushing the actual game boundary. So, yeah, that's about it for the updates, I think. Oh no, and there's a couple. I mean, there's 4 new bosses, which is really cool, and new alt forms for existing bosses. I kind of speculated about this in the first time around. I don't really know what they mean by that. I don't know if they mean by, like, if it's going to be like more champion versions of bosses. Like, they already have champion versions of maybe all the bosses. Or if it means, like, you know how, like, Gertie Jr. is a boss and Mama Gertie's a boss? Like, those are kind of, they're both Gertie, just different forms, I guess. I don't know. It's a little hard to speculate. I don't know what they mean by alt forms. But there's a handful of new enemies, features, and new champion forms. So they say that as well. So I don't know if that's alt forms, you know, whatever. Again, back to this, I'm completely fine without knowing the concrete answers to these because, in my opinion, that's the best part about Isaac, is searching through the game, finding out, you know, the little intricacies that they added, the synergies they added, all that fun stuff. 5 is to redo the floor again, which we're not going to do. And then the last thing they put here is new cutscenes and music tracks, which the cutscenes are cool. Like, I love the little cutscenes that they do. And I mean, I don't watch them really anymore, but I mean, when I first played the game, I was very interested in them. I thought they were really cool. I thought it was a little nice flavor type text thing. And anything to lend itself to the story of Isaac. I think the story of Isaac is really cool, whether it's confusing or not, you know, or controversial or not. I think it's great. It's all in the name of art, so I'm into all of it. So yeah, new cutscenes is cool, and new music is really cool because, as you could tell, we listen to the music all the time on the YouTube videos, but in Twitch, we listen to copywritten music just because we're just hanging out, you know, jamming away. But in the YouTube videos, we listen to this music all the time, so the new music's a big deal. I mean, so to some Twitch streamers, I'm sure it's not a big deal because it's like they don't really listen to music anyway. But I'm sure they would listen to the new stuff because all the music in all the Nicholas games that I've played has been really good. So that's the last feature that they list kind of on their thing here. With all that being said, I mean, I'm still just as excited as I ever was. It hasn't tampered my excitement or hasn't really gotten me more excited. Honestly, the victory lap feature, I think, is the biggest, like, you know, shocking feature that they announced in this post. This post was really, you know, for the release date. They talked about how many rooms they were going to add, and they also talked about, you know, all the items that they were adding as well. You know, not specific numbers or anything like they did in this post, but we all knew kind of what we were getting into with the update because they kind of talked about it a lot. But we didn't know the release date, and we also didn't know about the victory lap. I don't think that was leaked anywhere, or they didn't say it anywhere at like a convention or anything, to my knowledge. I don't know. But that's pretty cool. I mean, all this stuff is good. I can't wait for all of it. It's gonna be great. This run, I mean, it's so ridiculous. I'm still bummed, guys. Like, we had some really cool runs. I'll tell you about the first run. Like I said, I don't really remember it because I was telling you guys all about Afterbirth Plus. But the second run was super interesting, and we had an Eden start that we got. We had an Eden start where we got Small Rock, which I was like, this is a good start, you know? We had a good damage stat. And then, oh, okay, the first run, now that I kind of just remembered it, we actually had the D8 the whole entire time. We had the D8 the whole entire time, and we got Quad Shot. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. We got Quad Shot, we got 2020 on top of Quad Shot, so we had a ton of tears coming out of our face. And I know you're getting more mad that the file's corrupted. Believe me, I'm more mad than anybody watching this episode right now that those files got corrupted. So yeah, we got Quad Shot 2020, and then we had the D8, and we ran with the D8 for like the whole entire run. I was like back and forth on like, do I want speed? Do I want more damage? We kind of found a middle ground a little bit, and I stopped using the D8 because, you know, you can't really roll into like a super OP build with the D8. Like, they always give and take kind of thing, but that being said, the run was really good. We won it pretty handedly. Like, it didn't even get that close. The second run, I know we ended the chest with 1 black heart. We respawned as Judas's Shadow. I kind of did it on purpose just because I wanted the damage boost. But we had it as a safety valve for a while. We weren't like swimming in swimming in health or anything. But The run was never really in question. It's not like you missed close butt-clenching runs. Like, they were both really not in question. We were going to win both of them pretty easily. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, what I was talking about before. So the second run, we started Eden with Small Rock, and it was a good start. We actually had 1 heart, so there was a little bit of butt-clenching going on, you know, with the 1 heart shenanigans early in the run. We corrected it, you know, on the 2nd or 3rd floor with the low health, but on the 2nd floor, I think it was, or it might have been even the 1st floor. I think it was the 1st floor, because that was what was so odd about it. It was like we had this good Eden start, and then we got a 1 dice room, and the 1 dice room I played, and I was like, this is, you know, risky, because we're probably not going to get better items than Small Rock, and we also, you know, spawned with Bob's Rotten Head or something, and then I re-rolled the whole run with the 1 rune, and we got Death's Touch and Gimpy, which was great. Obviously, Death's Touch and Gimpy are amazing, but I'm gonna take Capricorn here and then re-roll these, and I don't love many of these, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. I would love to have gotten rid of all our health, but the fact that we already had 1 red heart, we're probably not going to be able to get rid of the other red heart because we have empty vessels. So I would have loved to get rid of both of the red hearts, or the 1 red heart before I got the Capricorn, but couldn't do it. But this is going to be a 1 run. This is going to be over with. I'm just going to kill him with Cuba meat after we do the Tammy's Head Brimstone. And a super fast run. It was 26 minutes. What can I say? I hope it's not corrupt, and I hope you guys are receiving episode number 99 with some of the Afterbirth Plus information, release date, and all that stuff. By the way, the expansion will be $6.66 if you have Afterbirth and if you buy it before the first week of release. After that, it's $9.99. Definitely wanted to throw that in there. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys learned something about Afterbirth Plus. Hope you guys are excited about Afterbirth Plus. If you're excited about it, let me know by hitting the like button. If you're excited about the series, continue and supporting the series by hitting the like button. It's been helping me out so much. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, stay safe, stay up. Peace out.